Welcome back to Always Be Cooking, everybody. Today we're doing letter J for Jamaica. Love Jamaican food. Today we're going to make jerk rice. We're going to make jerk pudding. We're going to make jerk coffee. We're going to make...
Jordan?
What?
Maybe you should just Google jerk rice real quick.
Why? We're going to make some ramen today. Welcome back to Always Be Cooking. Alright, so we're just going to make a simple broth. So get your carrots, some ginger, garlic, some leeks, chicken feet, some pork neck bones, and throw them in there.
Ooh, sounds delicious already.
Just blanch your pork neck bones, just put them in there for like 1 minute, and then you can wash them off, get all the scum off them.
So, the scum off the gross bones and feet that we're eating?
Yeah, you don't want any scum on the feet or the bones. And then as you bring it back up to boil with fresh water, skim the surface. As soon as it comes to a boil, get all, you want a nice clean broth. You want to get rid of all of this gunk. Then after the broth is done, it takes about 3 to 5 hours. We're going to let it sit. We're going to make a dashi now. Take bonito flakes and kombu. Put your kombu in the pot. Right before it boils, pull out the kombu. Throw in your bonito flakes. And then let it steep for about 15 minutes. And then pour it through a sieve. And then you have dashi, which is the heart of Japanese cooking. Then you mix those two stocks together, put them in the fridge overnight. The fat and all the gunk will get to the top. Pull that off in the morning, put it back into the pot. Now that you see how there's so much collagen in it that it's like almost like jello. That's a good thing.
No, this is super gross. Like, I'm really glad you made me eat the soup before watching how it was made.
Yeah, you don't want to know how the sausage is made. Now we're just going to make some ramen noodles. We have lye water that's not empty, some salt.
I think you're lying.
Yeah,
that's just definitely an empty bowl. There's nothing in that bowl. You're clearly lying.
You have to have something that is very alkaline so that it turns the ramen noodles yellow and makes it springy. So normally you could either use lye water, or if you can't find that, you can take baking soda and bake it in the oven and it concentrates it, and then use that in there too.
No one watching this video is going to try this. This is just like...
You can also buy ramen noodles.
Yeah, you can go to a restaurant and try soup.
That's true. That's true.
How long does this take you?
Like 20 hours start to finish.
Yeah, how much is like soup at a restaurant?
Like $5?
Yeah, I like call it quits, people. Just go buy some ramen. If this was like, ooh, I feel like eating soup, just go have soup. Don't attempt this one.
This one, you know what? It was delicious though. These ramen noodles turned out great. After, what you're going to want to do is grab a chunk of pork butt or pork belly, something like that. Sear it on all sides. And then we're going to dump this into the broth that you made. That's the dashi and also the pork broth with the chicken feet in it. That's all been strained out. We're putting this in there now, getting some more flavors going. And it's also going to cook that. When it's out, then we'll chop it up nice and fine. Now we're making a tare, or a sauce. Ginger, garlic, cup of soy sauce, half a cup of mirin, half a cup of sake, and just boil that for about 3 minutes on a hard boil. And then you've got your tare, which is your sauce. It sounds like tart, but it's tare. And then after that, we're gonna make a ginger oil. Sorry, that's garlic, not ginger. Just take some garlic and slowly make it black on the stove. Add some sesame oil, about a half a cup of sesame oil, half a cup of this oil. Blend it up. And this just flavors the soup, and you're gonna get that nice mouthfeel, so where it kind of coats the noodles, and it brings the smells and the tastes all back up. It's gonna have layers of flavor. Look at that, it's beautiful. Beautiful.
Looks like motor oil.
Yeah, it tastes way better, like really good motor oil.
Have you tried motor oil?
I drank antifreeze as a kid.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, so you're gonna put about a tablespoon of the oil, about a quarter cup of the tare, and then you're gonna put about 2 cups of broth, and then you're gonna put your ramen fixings on it.
And the noodles.
Oh yeah, noodles. You probably want noodles. Yeah, boil those up in a little container, about 120 grams per person, kind of thing. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna pile on whatever you like. We've got the pork that we cooked, boiled and sliced up small. We put in some bean sprouts. We put in some green onions, some of the pork, and we didn't even have time to show it, but I made like seasoned ramen eggs. Like I marinated those eggs, those bad boys. I'm just gonna throw them in a second, I think.
Again, looks gross, but tasted pretty good. No one wants to really eat a black egg, but it did.
That's
taste
soy
pretty good.
sauce, yeah. It's not golden brown, but anyway, it tasted amazing. The kids loved it. I loved it. I could have eaten ramen all day, but I'm a fat guy. So, but the kids loved it, and the nice thing was because you can just put in, like, one kid doesn't like meat, so you don't have to put meat in it. And then this guy here, he just loves meat, so we'll give him a lot. They all really liked it, despite it being hot. I like how Fergie's not quite understanding how to use a chopstick. Like, he's holding it in his hand like a spear, but not even really spearing anything at this point.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess determination is the key. Like,
Yeah.
who's really that good with chopsticks when they first start? But it kind of helps if you use both concurrently.
Yeah.
But
It's just like a big spike to him. But the kids love the noodles. It does take some time to make the noodles, but homemade noodles, there's nothing like them. It tastes so good. They're so fresh. My daughter likes to try to eat them and then pull them up from her throat, like a classic.
like a lady.
Like a lady. Swallow it and then pull it back up.
Yeah, I have a little trouble with
He got
Good
burnt there.
burn.
But he goes right
Yeah,
back in.
yeah.
He's a champ.
Yeah, it's like not gonna slow me down. A little bit face wounds.
Yeah. I think he's going to town on one of them eggs there. He
He's like, I've ditched the spoons.
He just-
this is easier.
I like how we put him in a poncho because we just
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah. It's like, why is he wearing a raincoat to dinner? Like, this is why. Should have put them all in raincoats.
Yeah. And the nice thing is, it was good enough that they just ate it off the table. And he's ditched it.
Yeah,
He's
he's
made a
finally figured out
skewer.
how to use the chopsticks.
That's exactly how you use a chopstick.
Yeah.
Right there.
The ancient art of just spearing your meat.
Look at him. It's like his last meal on Earth.
Who's he racing? Is he like it's like there's like no more food after this. It's just freaking out.
He's going ham on those bean sprouts too, eh?
Yeah.
And I steam the bean sprouts, so no
No
E. coli.
coli?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It actually really does help us. And next week, there's not going to be an episode. We're going to have a very special, different episode. Stay tuned. That one's coming from you from Southeast Asia. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Laugh. Crying.
Totally been his time.